Chapter 3, How I Came to Life. I like when Mum tells this story because it makes me laugh so much. It's not funny in the way a joke is funny, but when Mum tells it, Via and I just start cracking up. So when I was in Mum's stomach, no one had any idea I would come out looking the way I look. Mum had had Via 4 years before, and that had been such a walk in the park, Mum's expression, that there was no reason to run any special tests. About 2 months before I was born, the doctors realised there was something wrong with my face, but they didn't think it was going to be bad. They told Mum and Dad I had a cleft palate and some other stuff going on. There were 2 nurses in the delivery room the night I was born. One was very nice and sweet. The other one, Mum said, did not seem at all nice or sweet. She had very big arms, and here comes the funny part. She kept farting. Like she'd bring Mum some ice chips, and then she'd fart. She'd check Mum's blood pressure, and then fart. Mum said it was unbelievable, because the nurse never even said excuse me. Meanwhile, Mum's regular doctor wasn't on duty that night, so Mum got stuck with this cranky kid doctor she and Dad nicknamed Doogie after some TV show or something. They didn't actually call him that to his face. But Mum said that even though everyone in the room was kind of grumpy, Dad kept making her laugh all night long. When I came out of Mum's stomach, she said the whole room got very quiet. Mum didn't even get the chance to look at me because the nice nurse immediately rushed me out of the room. Dad was in such a hurry to follow her that he dropped the video camera, which broke into a million pieces. And then Mum got very upset and tried to get out of bed to see where they were going. But the farting nurse put her very big arms on Mum to keep her down in the bed. They were practically fighting because Mum was hysterical and the farting nurse was yelling at her to stay calm, and then they both started screaming for the doctor. But guess what? He fainted, right on the floor. So when the farting nurse saw that he had fainted, she started pushing him with her foot to get him to wake up, yelling at him the whole time, "What kind of doctor are you? Get up, get up!" And then all of a sudden she let out the biggest, the loudest, the smelliest fart in the history of farts. Mum thinks it was actually the fart that finally woke up the doctor. Anyway, when Mum tells this story, she acts out all the parts, including the farting noises. So it is so funny. Mum said the farting nurse turned out to be a very nice woman. She stayed with Mum the whole time, didn't leave her side even after Dad came back and the doctors told them how sick I was. Mum remembers exactly what the nurse whispered in her ear when the doctor told her I probably wouldn't live through the night. "Everyone born of God overcometh the world." And the next day, after I had lived through the night, it was that nurse who held Mum's hand when they brought her to meet me for the very first time. Mum says by then they had told her all about me. She'd been preparing herself for seeing me, but she says that when she looked down into my tiny mushed up face for the first time, all she could see were how pretty my eyes were. Mum is beautiful, by the way, and Dad's very handsome. Via is pretty, in case you were wondering.